So, good evening and afternoon, you lovely lot. How are you? It's Monday evening. It's a beautiful evening, and it's going to get even more beautiful now. Basically, when we start delivering some straight up fire tonight. Tonight's session, guys, is all about, well, anything actually. You know what? It's a Q&A session, so it's an anything goes session. But as always, I've got a few little things that I want to show you guys. And tonight we're looking at a little bit more in depth, practical ways to save money as actors and to make more money as actors. A lot of people, and I had a chat with an actor today, still hates, well, people just hate their job. This guy hates his job, his current job. He's got to go and try and get another job for an interview tomorrow. Still maybe isn't going to be totally, happy with that job. Obviously wants to be acting more, but ultimately, I think we always want freedom more, don't we, to earn money on our own terms. And this is something that everybody can do, but so many people are so full still to this day. After 2 years of chat on these periscopes, still full of limiting beliefs that it isn't for them. They're not businessmen, they're not businesswomen, they're not entrepreneurs, they're not this, that, and the other. You don't have to be like pure thoroughbred businessman, entrepreneur to earn money on your own terms. So I'm going to show you tonight practically how you, like, as in practically, I'm going to actually show you, I'm going to demonstrate how you can actually make money by doing something very, very simple, really, and something that you might end up enjoying. Also, I discovered something today, which unfortunately for you guys in America, it's not going to be that applicable, although I know you are on Spotlight, Rich. But Tony, just bear with us. You might have an equivalent in America that you can look up. Chloe, good evening. And you might be able to figure out something as well. I found out today, and let me know if you knew this, because I had no idea this was a thing in the UK. If you're a member of Spotlight, you get access to an NUS card. Did anyone know that? Because I didn't. Because NUS discount, National Union of Students, I thought was just for uni students. I had one when I was at uni many, many years ago. Not had one since. I basically paid for another one today. I've got 3 years of discounts on this discount NUS card via Spotlight. I'm going to show you how you do that if you're unsure. Anybody else know you could do that? I mean, you can get like 10% off Apple products like, iMacs, MacBooks, stuff like that. Loads of discounts on, I mean, everything. Like, I'm going to show you some of the discounts you can get. And I didn't know, I could qualify for this as a 35-year-old guy who's not a student anymore. Hello, Jenna, how are you? So I'm going to show you, for those who didn't know you could do that, how you do it. Lucy says no. She didn't know. Well, let's have a look, right? I'm going to share my screen with you guys. I'm just going to show you how you can very quickly go and sign up for an NUS card. So you'll see here, this is a website. It's cards.nusextra.co.uk. cards.nusextra.co.uk. You go there, right? And all you do, let's make up an email address. Dave Smith at dave.com. Obviously, you'd put your real email address in. I'm just doing this as an example. Then, for those on the audio experience, just imagine this in your head, all right? I know you can't see the pictures yet, but go to actsonthis.tv and watch the replay of this so you can see it. Then you click a little button next to that that says buy or renew your NUS Extra card now. And you click on buy or renew. It takes you through, and it'll say, all right then, what's your place of study? And this is where you need to then simply just type in Spotlight. And it comes up there, SPT. And then you click on continue. And then effectively what you do is you put in, all I did is I put in my year of study. So I'll say, what's your year of study from and to? I put in the last time I renewed my Spotlight, and then I just added 3 years onto it. And I qualified. I mean, I think it's totally legit. I qualified for a 3-year NUS card. It was 32 quid for 3 years. But the money you're going to save on stuff over 3 years is going to be pretty insane. So that's how you can get a NUS card with loads of discounts through Spotlight. Now I'm going to go over to Spotlight and I'm going to show you some other discounts that you can get through Spotlight that I had no idea we got access to as Spotlight members. So you should be seeing my the homepage for Spotlight. I'm going to log into my account on it now. So you just go to spotlight.com. Obviously you've got to be a member of Spotlight, but if you're an actor in the UK, you're probably going to be a member of Spotlight. You click sign in. Then you click on Performer. Again, those on the audio experience, if you're listening just the audio, just imagine this in your head, right? I'm clicking on Performer, and I'm just logging in with my email, with my username and my password that I normally log in with. And at the top here, you've got discounts, and I've never even looked at this tab before because I only ever come on Spotlight and just update my CV. I never do any of this. And I clicked on discounts before, and this takes you through again, to a discount site similar to the NUS student site, okay? Well, the discounts you would get as NUS student. So even if you don't want to get an NUS card, like I just showed you how to sign up for, you just want to get some discounts on some stuff. There's a shed load of discounts here. I mean, you've got money off cinema tickets, gyms, we've got phones, we've got Debenhams, Topshop, Tesco, TM Lewin, Sainsbury's. These are like 4, 5, 6% discounts. Again, if you want to just search for a store, so let's look for Apple, right? I'm going to type in Apple in the top right-hand corner there in the search box, and it says great savings on Apple products. So let's click on Apple products then. And it goes, oh, here, you can have up to 10% off Apple products if you want. Click here to show you the site. So you click here, and this logs in to Apple's website via their back-end system, like with discounts, and brings you in as an employee of EPP Parliament Hill UK, who are in conjunction with Spotlight. And you just want to... So I was thinking of buying an iMac Pro, right, which is $5,000, okay? But I use, obviously, computers all day, every day. It would absolutely pay for itself down the line. I get 400 quid off that. £400 off that. It would actually, rather than costing me £5,000, it cost me £4,605.60 because I'm a member of Spotlight. So ultimately, there's a shitload of money being left on the table by actors who aren't aware you get access to these discounts. Because I had no idea until I started exploring this, this place today. And there's just loads on there. You can go. We've got lifestyle. Shopping, travel, insurance, business, advice, stuff for people in Ireland, other special offers. There's just loads. So go and explore it. Log into your Spotlight account and actually explore it, because I'd had no idea they were there. So for you guys in America, Tony, maybe backstage do something like this, or Actors Access or something like that. But if you're a member of these casting sites, just have a look, because there are often perks, and other deals, with affiliates and stuff that you just no idea of. But it's even like money off holidays there, 20% off holidays, 17% off holidays, and it's got a little calculator on the bottom there that you can work out what you're saving. So that's the first thing that I wanted to show you guys in terms of how you can save some money. Anybody else know about that? Was it just me who didn't know about that, or is anyone else kind of surprised? Let me know. Jen says, oh my God, wow. Leah's giving us a thumbs up. Steve Goodwayne is here as well. All right, Steve. But yeah, you can save some serious money there just by being a member of Spotlight. And everybody's paying their 145 quid a year. If you're paying your 145 quid a year for Spotlight, and then you go and save, 400 quid on a Mac, happy days. It's well worth being a Spotlight, even if you're not working as an actor. You might as well. So that's pretty good. That's got to be, worth something to somebody. The other thing, right, give me some genuine, scenarios you guys are in now when it comes to work and earning money on your own terms, right? Because how many people, Carly says she's shocked, how many people are doing jobs they hate? Or they're like, what, I'm not fulfilling myself, as in, I'm not fulfilled by this day job, and I'm feeling like this guy's stuck in a bar who I was talking to today, and he gets abused from drunk customers. And I'm sure there's a lot of people watching this or watching the replay or listening on the audio experience who are in a situation like that. You work in a service industry where you get abused by people. I used to work in a shop in the Trafford Centre, and so many times I would get people coming in and just treating me like dirt on their shoe, thinking I was just there just to serve them. And a lot of actors obviously find themselves in this position. Maybe not even actors, just a lot of people in the creative arts just find themselves in this position. So something I used to do, and I want to challenge you guys to something for the rest of this month. And I want people to post in the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/actsonthistv. Every time you kind of make some money via what I'm going to show you. Dawn said she's not fulfilled with a job. Thank you for sharing this on Twitter, Corey. Appreciate that, mate. Anyone else wants to give this a share, just bring people over so we can show them how to make a bit of money tonight. This is practical. It's going to take effort, but I used to earn roughly, honest to God, I know this sounds like a lot, a lot. I used to an extra 10 grand a year doing this when I was working at the computer game shop. And it involved flipping stuff in terms of buying things. So flipping means you buy something cheap, either from a car boot sale, a discount shop like TK Maxx in the UK we have here. You guys probably have stuff similar in America. The pound store, Poundland, etc. in the UK. Or you find when you're out and about, sometimes you'll just find in a store, you'll go, wow, this product seems to be on sale, and actually, I know this is probably worth more than these guys are clearing it out for. And I'm going to show you how very, very practically you can go into a store and John Fisk, good evening, make money very, very quickly, right? I'm going to share my phone screen with you. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to read the comments on Twitter whilst I'm sharing my phone screen because I'm going to be showing my actual phone and how you do this. So I'm only going to be able to speak to the people comment-wise on Facebook, but I will be back with you guys on Twitter once I've shown you this. But at least you're going to be able to watch. So let me have a look. This is my phone, and you can actually see me watching the broadcast back right now live on my phone. This is how I'm looking at your comments, but I'm going to close that off. So I'm going to close you guys down, and this is me on my phone, right? I've got an app here for eBay, and I don't know, again, if people know how easy it is to make money and flip stuff on eBay, right? So you can easily, if you put in a couple of hours, make like 50, 60 quid a week on this, doing stuff very, very simply. Let's open the eBay app up, right? We've got all these tabs across the bottom, right? My eBay, and we've got the one in the middle here that says search. So again, those on the audio experience, apologies, you're going to have to come and watch the replay of this on actsonthis.tv if you want to see this. But you click on search, and look at the search bar at the top of the screen here, right? You see it's got a little barcode onto the right of it. I'm going to click the barcode to the right of it. And have a look at that. It's opened up my camera. Wow. Right? So what I would do, and this is what, I used to do this before I could even scan barcodes, right? I would go in to these stores, right, like your Poundlands or even the computer game shop I worked at when we had a sale on. And I would go, right, okay, I'm going to go to a place with a big sale on, and I'm going to look for some items that I think are selling for less than they are probably worth. So, for instance, let's get, what have we got? We've got a microphone box here, right? So maybe you won't be doing a microphone, but let me show you how this would work. I would grab a product, right? You can see this product here, this microphone, Rode microphones, shout out to you. They supply me with microphones, brilliant company. And I would simply scan the barcode. Scan the barcode on the product, and look what comes up. Every current listing that's on eBay of this product, okay? Now what I want to do is I want to hit filter in the top right-hand corner here, and that opens up a menu, and I can toggle completed items. So I toggle that on, and that's then going to show us all of the auctions that are finished and how much this product sold for. So we can see, the cheapest one here says 95 quid, but the rest are like, 116, 118, 111. The red ones are the ones that didn't sell for that price, so 105 didn't sell, but we've got one here for 119, 115, 116. So I'd say roughly on average, that microphone probably would sell on eBay for around about £110, right? So if you were in a shop and you're like, wow, I can get this thing now for like £90 and it sells on eBay for 110, then, depending on your bank balance or if you've got a credit card, you go, right, I'm going to buy 5 of these. I'm going to put them on eBay. After commission and stuff, I'm going to earn £15 on each one, and there's 75 quid I've just earned by going to a shop, scanning an item and figuring out its worth. So let's try it again. Let's grab a book. Going to grab, this is Gary Vaynerchuk's book we were looking at a couple of weeks ago. Awesome book, Crushing It, Gary V. He was a guy who very much was responsible for this kind of thing in terms of actually going out and flipping stuff. Awesome guy. Let's scan the barcode of this book. So you could go into Waterstones in the UK, or if you've got a bookshop in the States, whatever it is, and there's a sale on books. Go and scan the barcode of the book. Oh, look, here's all the books that are currently for sale. Again, filter down to completed items. Done. Right, so all these green ones are the ones that sold. So £16.50, £16.89, £13.54, £17.53, £14.50, £17.99. So again, on average, looking at 15 quid. If I was in Waterstones and I could buy this book for 10 quid, then I'm basically going to buy 5 copies of it. I'm going to make 25 quid by flipping those books. Yes, you've got to spend a few minutes listing them on eBay, which is a very simple process on your phone now. Literally scan the barcode and it'll practically do it for you. Set a price. Off you go. It's just a really practical, easy way for you to go into a shop and actually just make money literally for nothing. And I used to get so many products from stores where you would go, wow, this company, TK Maxx, is doing a discount on these kids' toys, for instance. Toys were a big one, like Disney toys, Disney Pixar toys, books, anything Marvel, Batman, all that sort of stuff. And I go, wow, they're doing a big sale. where you're getting all this stuff like, this knocking it all out for £4. And that's, I wouldn't scan it back then. I'd have to search online. I couldn't scan it, didn't have the option for that. But I go, wow, these are selling for £12 on eBay. That's £8 profit on each after like commission and PayPal fees. It's probably like £6.50 profit. Right, let's buy 5 of those. There's £30. I was working in a shop for minimum wage for £35 a day, doing a job I hated. Going home and listing stuff on eBay literally was just a joy. And sometimes I would find like Amazon.co.uk as well would do a sale on stuff. They have the Black Friday sales and all that sort of stuff. And they were doing special deals on things, and they would go online like at various times, and I would find stuff that was like really profitable. Go, God, I can get double on eBay for this. And sometimes, honestly, I'd set my alarm for 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning when Amazon was restocking stuff. They would restock through the night, and I'd get up and I'd be sat on my computer from 4 a.m. till 7 a.m. buying shit to flip on eBay. And honest to God, I might have been earning minimum wage at that shop, but I was earning an extra like 7 to 10 grand a year by flipping stuff. So I just want to challenge anyone on here who's got a phone. If you've got a smartphone and the eBay app, very, very simple. Please just go into a discount store that's near you, whatever that may be. Look for some stuff, and you don't even need to know your shit. You just need to scan stuff. And when you find something that's, it could be anything, it could be beauty products, shampoos and stuff, anything. And you go, right, okay, this bottle of fake tan, TK Maxx are knocking it out for £3. It sells for £10 at Boots, thus it's going to be worth more online. And you just end up with a little eBay store selling all this stuff, and you can take 1 or 2 days off a week from your normal job, and you're available for auditions. You're available for meetings. You're available to create your own short film, to write that thing you want or whatever it is. I don't know if that, if that's inspired anybody to at least want to, explore that. But it's just a practical way. It's not sexy. It's not glamorous, but it's a really practical way to earn decent money. Really, really simple. All right, Gary, good evening. Gary, if you've just jumped on now, you've just missed literally a way to just earn money for nothing. Definitely watch the replay. But yeah, I mean, I've not been able to see any of the comments on Twitter. I've only just put it back on now. But what do you reckon? Anyone going to try it? Basically, let's just do 7 days where you go and have a look and see what you can find. You can do it in any way. You could go to a car boot sale, still scan the barcodes. You can buy stuff at car boot sales for like 20p. If that thing sells for £7 or £8 on eBay, ching ching, buy it. Move on to the next one. But yeah, it requires a bit of time. But that's it. It can be fun. You can do it with a mate. You can have a competition with each other. But I used to do it a lot, and I just realised today I've never told anybody really, like on a broadcast or anything like that, and I've certainly never shown anybody how to do it. But it is that simple. If you want to make some money, to take at least 1 day a week off from your 9 till 5 to concentrate more on your passion. That's what I would do, definitely. Anybody else got any comments on that? They were the couple of things that I wanted to show you tonight. Gary, whilst you're on here, you're not probably not on Spotlight. You're a writer, unless you are going to go on Spotlight, Gary, because I know you're doing some more stuff in front of the camera. Just showing people how you can get an NUS card through Spotlight and save like 10% on a Mac. Well worth it, and you actually get an NUS card through Spotlight as well. That's great. Do you then put aside a certain time to bring all to the post office, etc.? That's my issue, packing it and queuing up at my local post office. Couple of options for that, Eloise. So yeah, I was relatively lucky because I've got a post office that's about a 5-minute walk from my house. So I would tell everybody in my eBay listing, I would say, items dispatched every Tuesday and Friday. And I would just make sure that, I'd either, they're not, it depends how big the items are. I was shipping some massive stuff sometimes as well. All right, Sharon. But yeah, I would just tell people in my eBay listing, look, if you buy it on a Saturday, this ain't going to get shipped until Tuesday. If you're buying on a Tuesday, this won't get shipped until Friday. I would just ship twice a week. And I would just put an hour aside. It depends how far away from you off the post office. I didn't drive because I can't drive because of my eyes. So if I had a car, it wouldn't have been a problem. I would just put it all in the back seat of the car and just driven it to a post office. But I had to carry everything by hand. But even then, I still managed to do it. Admittedly, the post office was quite close. But yeah, again, that's what that's your brain trying to talk you out of it there, though, Eloise. It's like, here's a really great opportunity to earn money dead easily, and your brain goes, oh, you know what? God, you got to carry it to the post office, though, innit? And you go, yeah, you know what? I'll stay in the job that I hate because it's easier to stay in that rut than it is to steer out of it. So yeah, if you're prepared to put in a little bit. It's just a little bit of graft. But after that, all your time's your own. You're not stuck 9 till 6 in an office, hating life, looking outside, thinking, oh, you know what, wish I was out there. Well, you can be, walk into the post office if you want. But that's just something that I want to show people. Just a very easy way. I would love to see anybody doing that, and then sharing your results in the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/act on this TV. If you've got any other ingenious ways to make a quick buck that's like reliable, let me know. Share it with people. I just know there's a lot of actors stuck doing stuff they don't want to do. I was it was absolutely there as well many years ago, and it's just been so long since I've been in that place, and I just thought I'd share that. So hopefully, at least if we can get one person takes action on it and gets themselves out of that place, and that would be fantastic. Happy Monday. Hope all is well with you, says Corey. It is absolutely, Corey. Thank you very much for asking. Hope all is good with you as well. So after that, I mean, it's free for all now. There were just a couple of things I wanted to show you guys tonight. This is an open Q&A now. Anybody wants to ask anything on anything. Actually, whilst I can share my phone with you, if you want to ask anything about social media or how I post stuff or how you can post stuff, anything like that, any Instagram kind of stuff, do let me know. Also, Vero. Has people been signing up for Vero, the social media app? This is looking like it's gaining more and more traction, Vero. And it's not, it's a relatively new platform, so it's something that you can post a lot of your acting stuff on there, kind of unrestricted. You've got no time restrictions on Vero, like you would have on Instagram. You can only post a 60-second video, or on Twitter you have a 2 minutes and 19. Anyone seen Vero? Let me show you Vero on my phone. This is something we can have a quick discussion on. Phone capture. Lucy's on Vero. Here you go, Lucy. She is on Vero. So Scott Hines. So there are a few actors on here, but yeah, Vero basically is supposed to be the social media platform that's the best of all the other ones. So it's got, for instance, a chronological timeline rather than like all these other ones now that kind of give you stuff in random order. You'll see stuff from yesterday and the day before. It shows you stuff all chronologically like Instagram used to. You can choose who to share your stuff with specifically on each post. You can friend people, have people as acquaintances, close friends, or normal friends, so you have much more privacy over who gets what. I got verified on Vero the other day as well. Got a little blue tick. It's the only platform I've got a blue tick on, but I thought, you know what, let's try and get verified. And you can post. Yeah, I mean, I've only posted a few videos on here so far, but this is your wall. Works very similar to Instagram, but it's really nice, neat platform. Basically, it's supposed to be the next big thing. Whether it is, who knows? But yeah, Vero. Download it. Connect with me. Let me know what you think. But that was something that I was focused on a little bit this week as well. Let me know if you're on it and what you think of it. But yeah, do connect if you get on it. But yeah, open for anything. Open for questioning. Let me bring my camera back on, and I'll bring Twitter back up on here, and we can have a chat. So what are people struggling with right now? Anybody got anything that they're like, you know what, I need to know about this or that? Or the other, whatever you want. Looks really slick, says Eloise Vero. Yeah, it does. Honestly, it's nice. It's pretty cool platform, but it's just it basically it's free for the first 1 million users or so. I think they broke that now actually, and they've gone right. It's free for a little bit more than just 1 million. But you want to go and sign up now before they start charging for it. Even if you never use it again, you've got a free account then. But do check it out. There's a lot of quite big influencers who are talking about it. And if they're talking about it, then I want to get involved with it because it's a place where you could get traction quite quickly if you're one of the first to the market there. So do have a look at that. So what else is going on? Give me some questions. Anything that you guys are wondering about? How's everybody doing in their career, out of their career? Voiceover, acting, social media, online business. I was thinking of setting up a bit of a mastermind group on setting up online businesses. People keep emailing me a lot about do you do one-to-one coaching on online business stuff? And I'm like, I just don't, because I just don't have time. But I thought one thing I could do would be to create a mastermind group limited to probably like 25 or 30 people, and then do one live call a month. That would be a couple of hours delving quite deep into setting up your first online business, and just it'd be for beginners, but some of the real core things that I wish I knew when I was first setting up online businesses like 8 or 9 years ago. There's a lot of time and a lot of money that I spent looking back going, wow, if I only knew that at that point, I could have really avoided that entire rebuild of that website or that entire move from one platform to another, etc., etc. Anyone got any ideas for online businesses that they've never acted on yet? Let me know, and let me know if you'd be interested in something like that, just to help you set stuff up and again escape the bullshit that you're probably doing. What are people doing for jobs? Genuinely, just give me some insight, just so I know. You might all be dead happy, and I'm just, waffling on like people aren't. But let me know if you let me know what job you're doing, and then on a scale of 1 to 10, how fulfilling it is. What you do for your day job, and actually what you would rather be doing, if you could. And obviously most people are probably going to want to be on a film or TV set, or writing film or TV, as opposed to serving film and TV people in a restaurant or a bar or whatever it is that you do. Dawn would love to sell diamonds. Or are you actually selling diamonds now, Dawn? She's mysterious, Dawn. Maybe that is what she's doing. Francois here. All right, dude. How are you? Good to see you. So yeah, what are people doing for work? And what would you set up if you could set up an online business? What would it be? And people are like, oh, I don't know. I don't have a passion for that, or I don't know exactly what it would be. One way to find out a business that you can set up for yourself is to just think of 3 things, right? And you think of 1, what are the things you are passionate about outside of acting? Could even be to do with acting. I set up Acts on This all around the acting industry. But maybe, like Dawn, you'd love diamonds, and you go, right, okay, I'm passionate about diamonds. And then you go, right, okay, well, what am I also good at? And I don't know, Dawn, maybe you're good at mining diamonds. This is just an example. And you go, okay, what would people pay me? What would people pay me to teach, or what would people pay to know? Well, okay, how to mine diamonds. So you go, okay, well, that's probably something I should set up then. But for other people, it can be anything, guys. Honestly, from baking cupcakes to knitting, crochet. Someone I helped set up a business recently on like teaching people how to property develop, how to flip houses. I'm talking about flipping like, toys and stuff from TK Maxx. These guys were buying houses cheap and flipping them, doing them up and then flipping them on. People were teaching people about that. Eloise says, I have an idea for a card game I want to make. That's amazing. I want to make and sell. Well, what's stopping you? How long? I want to know how long you've had that idea for, Eloise, and how long you have been putting it off. Ultimately, how long you've been convincing yourself you don't have time, now isn't the right time, you're not good enough to do that, you wouldn't know how to do it, all that sort of stuff. Let me know, because I'd be intrigued, actually, how long you have been putting that off, and also why, because that's something you could definitely, act on that. Francois says, just found a great part-time job in a French restaurant. Well, perfect for Francois, because he's French. Nicely placed in London. I've been told quite a few actors come to eat there. Could be a good little networking thing there, Francois. Definitely. Just make sure they're nice to you, though. One thing working in service industries, we were saying before, is sometimes people are just horrible. Hopefully a French restaurant is classy, mate, innit? And if it's quite expensive, fingers crossed, you're just getting nice people going in who aren't going to treat you terribly. I had people coming in and swearing their heads off at me when I worked in game, throwing computer games, little scallies, like throwing stuff at me and swearing at me. I'm like, what are you doing? I didn't break your Xbox. Why are you blaming me? And if you wanted it replacing, you should have come in and spoke to me nicely, and I would have replaced it on the spot. Now I don't want to. So yeah, hopefully they're good tips as well, Francois. You get some nice extra earnings there. But yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fulfilled are people in their day jobs? We'll be very intrigued, and why you're not. And maybe, maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe like people don't want to do their own thing. Maybe like I'm just being a bit blinkered there because I love it. Thinking, everybody would like to do this, surely. Maybe people are super content, working for somebody else, which is fine. I mean that genuinely. Sometimes people will be happier being, number 200 in a company than being the CEO of that company, because they're not cut out for the intensity of that role, of owning the business, etc. I've had the idea for 2 months. Oh, okay, Eloise, I'll let you off. I thought you were going to say like 3 years or something. 2 months and I've not done anything. I think it's because I am worried about the first steps to take to make it work. I have convinced myself that I wouldn't know where to start, which as I write this, I can see it's just an excuse. Excellent. Well, at least you've realised that. It is. It's bullshit. You remember what we said on the book club last week? From having an idea to acting upon it, you have roughly 5 seconds. Mel Robbins in the 5-second rule says, look, you've got 5 seconds between having an idea and your brain trying to kill it to try and protect you. So you've got to, next time you have that inclination or that urgency to go, oh, you know what, I'd love to do that, do something about it, research it a little bit. Google's your friend, just Google how do I make a card game. I don't know how. In fact, I'm going to do it for you because I have no idea, but I know that within 30 minutes I could find out. How do I make a card game? See what they say. How to design and create a card game. I mean, bloody hell. How to make a trading card game. 9 steps with pictures. 5 steps to creating your own killer card game. 3 ways to make your own card game on WikiHow. There is literally no reason you can't make your own card game on geekandsundry.com. YouTube, how to make a card game at the Game Crafter. A YouTube video all about it. Another one, and on YouTube, how to make a card game in 30 easy steps, a 50-minute video. Eloise, like, seriously, what have you been doing? Like, and just to prove I'm not making this up, I'm going to share my web browser with you. Look, all I typed in at the top was, how do I make a card game? Look at all the results. Like, flipping heck, man. People are overthinking shit these days so much. I could make your card game in probably like a weekend, Eloise. You have a prototype up for it, and then I'd go, right, I'm going to now try and crowdfund this on Kickstarter. The card game industry has a massive, massive loyal following of people who like board games and card games. Put a pitch together, get it on Kickstarter. Just go, right, I need to raise 500 quid to get some company somewhere to print me this professionally and like box it up for me. And I'm going to just get, 10 copies of it made for the 10 people who donate the 25 quid or whatever it is to get a first edition copy. If your game's good enough, people will do it. Ultimately, it comes out of that, though. It's got to be good enough. But don't start going, oh, it might not be good enough, so I'm not going to do it. Just freaking do it. You'll never know. Definitely. You're speaking in your voiceover voices, Steve. I'm definitely not, mate. Just do a lot of voiceovers. Google is your best friend, says Kim Wong. It definitely is, honestly. It's so easy. Anyone, if you've got an idea for anything and you're like, oh, I wouldn't know where to start, just ask literally in the most basic form on Google, how do I? Done. It's so easy. Eloise says, wow, that's amazing. I'm going to do it. You better add, definitely. Could someone copy it, though, if you put it on Kickstarter? Well, it depends if you patented it first in terms of the idea. Ultimately, Eloise, this is another thing. See what your brain's done there. Everyone just noticed this, right? So, you came up with an idea, and then you taught yourself out of it because of a problem, a perceived problem that didn't exist. We solved that, and you see how within 5 seconds your brain tried to kill the idea again. So someone's going to copy it if I put it on Kickstarter. That's it. Actors do this all the time. Writers do this all the time, and it pisses me off. I can't say this. I can't tell this idea to anybody because they'll steal it. I've got this idea for this script in my head, but it's going to stay in my head forever, and I'm going to die having never made this script because I never dared tell it to another person in case they copied it. Ultimately, you've got to just trust that people will do the right thing. And if they do copy it, you know what? There are laws in place that, you can prove that, this idea was out there first. You put it somewhere. You will have intellectual property and stuff like that. Even if you don't patent it and copy it, you can still absolutely, copyright it. You can still absolutely, if you got took to the cleaners, do something about that. I think the chances are incredibly slim because people either presume you've copyrighted it or patented it anyway. Or other people are talking themselves out of doing it. This is the thing. I try and, I give away as much information as I can about what I'm doing so other people can copy it if they want. And what I find in 99.9% of occasions is that no one does anything about it anyway. You can tell, everybody exactly how step by step to do something. The amount of people who take action on it is like 0.0001%. People are lazy and they can't be arsed. So if you're the one who's putting it up on Kickstarter, you've done so much of the work already, you're already ahead of them. They're playing catch up. They're not going to bother. They're just not going to bother. There's really simple things in place you can have You could send yourself through the post the concept for the game. It gets stamped. It gets, marked with a date stamp on the envelope. You seal it. You don't open it. That's a really old school way of doing it. There are even vaults online, digitally signed vaults online. You can upload your documents and your PDFs to, and they store them securely with a metadata that tells exactly when it was uploaded, etc. So that you can prove in a court of law, you had the idea first, where you put it out, where it might have been copied from, or you can, if you're like, this idea is definitely going to work. I've done a Kickstarter on it, and it's definitely working because I'm raising loads of money. At that point, just go to a lawyer, and you can patent stuff for not that much money, like 250, 350 quid. If you think it's a real winner, it's well worth the money. So you can do it like legitimately and really legally as well if you want. But yeah, guys, honestly. That's how your mind works. It tries so hard to talk you out of things. We instantly gave you the solution to create your card game, and your brain wanted to talk you out of it again. You've got to whisper to it, thanks ever so much for for trying to look after me, but it's all right. I'm going to be okay, and you've got to do that idea anyway. But yeah, I hope you do. And again, let us know in the Facebook group if you do, and particularly if you do a Kickstarter on it eventually, a few months down the line, then maybe people in the Facebook group, in the Acts on This community, out on social media, will want to buy a copy. Let me know. So anyone else got any ideas? Any more? Anyone else thinking of setting something up and their brains try to talk them out of it? Ed JC Smith is in the house. He's a little legend. Ed, how are you, mate? Hope you're well. Ed's a bit of a motivational guru / business guy, advisor, social media fella. I met at a conference. It's got to be nearly a year ago, Ed, isn't it? Expert Empires. It must be. Incredibly funny guy, as I remember, Ed. Good to see you, mate. He also does some little social experiments out in public on live video sometimes, going up to people and accosting them in the street and doing things with them. Ed, we're talking about, if you're still here, so I run a community for actors, right? It's a shitload of actors who are doing day jobs that they absolutely hate because they have to, because they can't really commit to a proper job because they need to get time off, so they often end up doing service jobs, working in bars and restaurants. And I was just talking about a few ways that people can start earning money on the side, in side hustles, so maybe take 1 day off, 2 days off a week to focus more on their acting. And we're talking initially about flipping stuff literally as simply as, and for those who weren't here at the start, I'll show you this one more time, as simply as if I share my my phone with you guys, which one is it? Here, this is me watching the broadcast again. I was going, look, it's so easy to basically open the eBay app, go into search on a on a barcode by clicking the barcode thing at the top there, and literally scanning a product. So I just scanned a microphone that I use in my work, and then look at that. Boom, there you go. We go to filter in the top right corner. We go to completed items, toggle it on, and it's going to show us exactly how much that item sells for on eBay. And if you're in a store and you're in a discount store, I mean, it wouldn't be a microphone, you're talking probably like toys and books, etc. Waterstone's having a massive sale on Harry Potter books. Right, okay, I'm going to scan the book, say the book sells for 15 quid, and you can buy it from Waterstones for 8 quid, then you buy 10 copies of that. You make a £5 a copy, there's 50 quid you've just made through flipping a book on eBay. Dead simple. Yes, it takes legwork, but that's just one way. I was like, it's really, really simple to make money. I used to do this a lot 10 years ago when I was 24. God, I did this all day, every day, and would bring in back then anywhere between 7 and 10 grand extra a year on top of my shitty minimum wage job that I really hated. But, it was amazing. I just couldn't get home to just post stuff out on eBay. So that's just one way. Ed, if you've got any other, because Ed's very astute businessman. If you've got any other ways, let us know in the chat now on Facebook. That's if he's still here. Maybe Ed just legged it, but yeah, check out Ed. Funny guy. Does some motivational videos and stuff on Facebook now and again. Gets quite a lot of views on those. And let us know if you're doing another event, Ed. Maybe me and Jen might come down. Don't know. If we get a free ticket, we might do. So yeah, anybody else got any other questions? I'm back on Twitter now as well. I can see people on Twitter and Periscope as well. Got Facebook open here. let us know if you've had an idea for something and you're like, I don't know how to start. Let me help you start, at least give you some pointers, whether that's an online business, an offline business, anything that you've been thinking of doing for a while that you're like, I've been talking myself out of this because I've been afraid, because of fear, nothing but fear, ultimately dressing itself up as practicality, telling you it's not the right time, it's not the right place. When you get this, when you get that, you'll do it, etc. When you finish this course or that course, or maybe you just collect courses. So another thing people can do in online business as well, and in acting as well. People can just collect courses, programs, workshops. So many people I know are quite happy to spend 55 quid a week on a workshop with, and some of these are workshops are with American casting directors who are being brought over to the UK, and that in itself's a little bit bullshit, because unless you've got an O1 visa as an actor, you ain't working in America. There is 0 point in you going and auditioning for an American casting director here if you don't have an O1 visa or the money to get one, because most studios will require you to get that yourself, not like, occasionally if it's a massive role, they'll sponsor you for it, but very, very rarely. And people spend 55 quid a week going to all these workshops, collecting them, and they're not actually taking practical steps, to actually really invest in their career. Put a show on instead of going to workshops. Create a short film instead of going to workshops. Or invest that 55 quid a week they're wasting in a business that, yes, for, a few months, might cost them money, but down the line is going to free them up so that they have loads more time to themselves. Can you recommend an ultimate motivation video for actors? Oh, Sharon, you know what? My mate runs Absolute Motivation on YouTube. He's done some great ones with like Jim Carrey and Sylvester Stallone, Arnie, all the classics. Absolute Motivation. My mate Nav runs that channel. It's got about 600,000 subscribers or so. Very, very good. He's brilliant at what he does. I would definitely recommend anything on Absolute Motivation. Eloise, if anyone wants extra work whilst, of course, they start their online business, send me an email, eloise@redstaffing.co.uk. As I have a big job I am staffing in June. It means extra work, not extra work, as in like extra work, just as just work. And he's lots of wonderful smiley actors. Pay is £12 an hour, and the event is in London. So if you want to work in London, 12 quid an hour, much better than I was getting at Game all those years ago. And you're an actor, Eloise needs you. Eloise, that's E-L-O-I-S-E. L-O-E's, so E-L-O-I-S-E at redstaffing.co.uk. Drop her a mail, say you heard it on air, or if you listen on the audio experience on the replay, just tell you heard it on the broadcast, and she'll hook you up. But yeah, 12 quid an hour in June. Couple of months notice there as well. No excuse. If you need money, you're in a job you hate, Eloise has just saved you. She needs a lot of people. Richard says, similarly, if you fly to London and meet UK casting directors via workshops. I think it's a bit different in your case, Rich. Rich is an English actor based in the US, and he flew in to meet UK casting directors. I don't think that was a bad punt, that, mate. I'd have definitely done that because you can legally work here. The other way round is difficult. And you don't need an O1 visa to work in the UK, mate, because you're British, so it's fine. You've got your O1, I imagine, or whatever you had to get, marriage or whatever in the US to get your green card so you can work in the US legally. That's totally cool. You're fine. Go to any workshops you want. I just see people in this country selling the dream to UK actors like, oh, we've done it again. We've got this amazing casting director from Hollywood over. And I'm like, man, well, that's all great, but I guarantee they're only coming over because you're paying them a shitload of money, because you're charging a shitload of money to these actors, selling them this dream that this Hollywood actor, like Hollywood thing, is going to discover them. And it's bullshit. A very, very close friend of mine who got a lead role in an American show, a massive show, still had to get her own O1 visa. And it took us like 2 months of struggle and hassle. And effectively had to lie to the studio, say we already had it. Didn't already have it. Was really struggling to get it. And it cost about $5,000. So I just stuff doesn't sit well with me when I think it's just ripping actors off, basically. That's why I don't like it. But for you, Rich, it's fine you coming over, mate, because you can work. Eloise says it's flexible as well. If you get an audition the night before, that's fine. How better can you get than that? Eloise, it sounds like redstaffing.co.uk is the place to be for actors. Sharon says she's ashamed she's not in London. Well, it depends on how many days work it is, Sharon, whether you can make it work. Get an Airbnb in London. You might be able to get one a bit cheap. Work for a week, 12 quid an hour. Maybe you can still profit. It's all good. But yeah, once again, Eloise, Eloise at redstaffing.co.uk. Interesting. I love the chat on basically making money and setting people free. Not just making money, you've got to give something of value. Obviously, do a service of value to people. It's pointless trying to make money any other way because you won't make money in the long term if you're just basically ripping people off in the short term. So it's not about that, but it's about finding clever ways to work on your own terms. Whereabouts in London, Eloise, and what's it all about? Says Jenna. Don't know if Eloise will be able to tell us all the info, but by all means, write in the Facebook comments there, Eloise, for Jenna to read. Or I guess if people are in the Facebook comments now, they can private message you as well, or add you as a mate, or whatever you want to do on Facebook. So yeah, any more for any more? We've got like 5 minutes left before we wrap it up. I did an awesome vlog today that came out. YouTube.com/Watch Ross. Let me remind you once again, because I want to pay for somebody's Spotlight subscription. And remember, I'll pay for this for you, and then you can go and get all those discounts on Spotlight. So not only am I paying for your Spotlight subscription, you're still saving a load of money on other stuff that we showed you at the start of this broadcast. YouTube.com/Watch Ross. All you've got to do to enter is subscribe and then comment on an episode. If you can comment on like multiple episodes, you get more entries into the prize draw. I'm doing it at the end of this month. At the end of April, I'm going to draw one person at random. You're going to get a Spotlight subscription paid for if you're an actor, or, you know what, if you've got a Spotlight subscription already, I'm just going to give you £150 cash. So you go to youtube.com/Watch Ross. I put an episode out this morning. I'll just play you a little 60-second clip where it was all about giving back, doing the right thing, giving back. And it had Danny Miller from Emmerdale. He plays Aaron in Emmerdale. We had Danny on the vlog because he runs a charity called Once Upon a Smile, which is brilliant. It's a bereavement charity for kids who have unfortunately lost their parents, or parents who have lost young children. Just ridiculously incredible charity. We talk all about that. We get Danny's dad involved because I went and filmed a charity video for Danny to play at this event that's happening in 2 weeks' time. Here's a 60-second clip of that episode just to whet your appetite. We're vlogging this, Danny.
Oh, right.
This is on.
I wondered if you were just taking photos here.
Welcome everybody to episode 25 of Watch Ross, the one that's all about giving back. Don't look at what you can get out of stuff, look at what you can give to stuff, and you're going to get way more back without even asking for it. We're asking people, when was the last time they did something for somebody that was good just for the sake of doing good? They didn't want anything back in return. Maybe you helped a charity out, helped a mate out, bailed someone out. We're going to go to the Emirates, start shooting this video for Danny. Let's go and hit some sixes. It's here in Manchester that the prestigious Once Upon a Smiles Grand Ball is held. Only this year, slightly further down the road.
It doesn't matter what your fame or whatever is your personnel. You can always make a difference to each charity just by simply offering your time.
It's being there long term for these families. One of the first things we ever said was it's got to be long term support.
There you go, 60 seconds of it. You want to go and watch the full episode, it's like 30 minutes long. You get to see all behind the scenes of that video we were shooting for Danny. You get to hear Danny speak at length about the charity Once Upon a Smile and his business partner there, Dan Gillings, as well. You might know he's done a lot of stuff on TV, Coronation Street, Emmerdale, Prey, lots of other UK TV shows. You might recognise him there. And his dad's hilarious, Vince Miller, total bloody legend. But yeah, go subscribe, youtube.com/Watch Ross, and I will be drawing one person out at random at the end of this month. Eloise says, hi Jenna, it's at Olympia. So this is the thing Eloise is doing. It's a big conference centre. The job is just scanning people in and out of conference rooms. Send me an email and I'll give you full details. So that's, again, Eloise at redstaffing.co.uk, 12 quid an hour in June. If you're an actor, get over there. That vlog is substantial in its value. Highly recommended, says Ine. Amazing. Thank you so much. Such a supporter. Thanks so much for I see all your comments that you leave and stuff, and massively appreciate people watching the vlog and supporting it. Try and give as much value as possible. It's not just yes, we have a laugh on it, but it's always got a serious message, and hopefully it's inspiring people to just go out and begin stuff, whether that's business or just doing good for the sake of doing good. It might give you ideas. Some other people have started their own vlogs because of it, which is amazing, because I only started that vlog because of another vlog I was watching. So it's nice to see that my vlog has now inspired other people to vlog. It's like going around full circle, which is amazing. But yeah, go and check it out. 25 episodes up so far. We shoot 26 tomorrow, which is going to be all about, we're going to have a meeting with a producer at E4, and we're going to be talking to him about a brand new show that he's creating. And we might have, I don't know for sure, but we might have the winner of Celebrity Big Brother on it tomorrow, who also won The Apprentice. But that's only a might. We don't know if he's going to be available to come and chat, but thought it was quite interesting. Sharon said, your tip about offering help is paying off on LinkedIn. Been connecting then, asking how I can help people. I've had great job offers come through too. That's what it's all about, Sharon. It's what the whole vlog from today, please go and watch it if you're not already. The whole vlog episode with Danny today is about giving without any expectation of anything in return. And I promise you, what happens when you just start giving rather than looking for what you can take is people want to start giving you stuff back without you ever having to ask for it. Way, way, way more opportunities in my life have come from giving as opposed to going, what can I get out of this situation? It still does to this day. Annabelle's here. All right, Annabelle, we'll catch up on this tomorrow. Love listening to last week's on my 6 a.m. walk this morning. Amazing. 6 a.m. walk. That's hardcore. I don't leave the house till like 10 to 7, Annabelle, so that's very hardcore. But yeah, massively appreciate you listening. So that's kind of about it for tonight, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. But I really just wanted to come on and show you the discounts you can get on Spotlight, if you remember a Spotlight, because they are vast. I'll bring them up again. You just need to go to spotlight.com, log in, and click on the discounts thing at the top. I had no idea I was eligible for all these discounts for being a member of Spotlight. If you remember Spotlight as well, you can go over to NUS Extra. Actually, the web address is cards.nusextra.co.uk, and you can sign up for an NUS card, which again will give you a shed load of discounts in everything from Apple products to food and clothing and supermarkets, Sainsbury's, etc. You can go get a free cheeseburger from McDonald's if you want as well. I noticed that was one of the things. So yeah, I wanted to show you that. Go and sort that out, and really just wanted to get your minds working on going, you know what, it's so very, very easy to at least begin looking at how I can make some extra money to just, take that one day off, even half a day off, just whatever it is for you. It soon adds up, 4 half days over a month is 2 full days you can spend on you. That feels good when you're doing that as opposed to spending it doing something you don't want to do. So do have a look. Petch is here. All right, Petch, we're just talking about flipping stuff on eBay and doing jobs that you want to do. Petch is going for a new job interview tomorrow. He's going to be hopefully getting a job that's more aligned with what he'd be happier doing than the one he's in right now. Sharon says, I volunteer for a local charity. I just had the idea to make a promotional video for them. Boom. Give, Sharon. Guess what Petch is doing for me? Petch edits some stuff for me. Petch is editing a promotional video for us to give to Danny's charity, literally like right now, I think. Yeah, and you don't know what's going to come with that. Steve Idwaney has just wanted to connect with me on Vero. I can see he's already gone over to Vero and signed up while it's free. Do go check out Vero. Again, it could be a social media platform that's going to get some longevity there. So thanks so much, guys. I will. I'm just going to set this up so I can end the broadcast elegantly on Facebook. But if you've got anything to say it now or forever hold your peace until the next live broadcast, which will be next Monday night at 9 p.m. Live as always every Monday 9 p.m. facebook.com/actonthisTV or twitter.com/actonthisTV as well. If you've got any ideas for upcoming broadcasts where you're like, you know what, it'd be really useful if we did a broadcast on that. I do basically 4 broadcasts a month, obviously, and we do 2 book clubs where we look at a book that's going to help you get further in life and your acting career faster, a live Q&A, and we do something called Motivation and Mind Hacks, which is a personal development session, ultimately. It's not around a book, it's just around anything to do with the industry, something that I'm working on or I've seen other people work on that's interesting, that's helping them. We share all those tactics with each other. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, come and join that because we carry on the conversation in there. That's facebook.com/groups/actonthisTV. So there's a page for Acts on This on Facebook and a group. They're different. People get them confused and just think they're the same thing. They're not. They're different. There's a Facebook page, which is just facebook.com/actonthisTV. And there's a Facebook group, which is facebook.com/groups/actonthisTV. Just letting my laptop do its thing. It's bloody taking ages. There you go. There we go. That's still there. And so appreciate you. If I can do anything for you, hit me up. Send me a message on social media or on Facebook in the group, etc. Let me know what I can do for you. You can always email me, ross@actonthis.tv, anytime you like. It might take me a little while to get back to people, but I reply to absolutely everything. And please, like I say, go and subscribe to the vlog, youtube.com/watchross, because you could be in with a chance of winning that 150 quid when I do that draw at the end of this month, and I'll be paying you Spotlight for you, or topping up your bank balance, whatever you prefer. So yeah, thanks ever so much. Any more for any more? I'm going to call it a night. It's all gone quiet. People are still watching. Thanks for being here till the end. I will catch you very soon, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks so much. Bye for now. Go and flip something. Go and make some money.